Hey Leo, welcome to your What Are Their Intentions reading for October 2018. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, sign in Leo, but it is not going to resonate for everyone. Alrighty, so I'm on the Fire series, the last of the What Are Their Intentions reading. I do have a couple announcements at the end of the video, and so I'll get to that. Then I'll hold off on that. But now I do have one announcement and a channel message that I got while shuffling. I started to incorporate those into my readings, whereas before I would just kind of brush them off as, okay, whatever. And I wouldn't relay the message. It's just kind of like note to self. So I'll go ahead and start definitely putting that information out to you guys. Alrighty. So we'll start with the announcement. I'm doing the readings different now to save time. I had started time stamping videos and noticing that readings would not start until the most time that it had taken once before was like 8 minutes. And quite frankly, I don't think that you want to watch shuffling for 8 minutes. You're either going to trust this, that it's going to resonate, which will give you all the answer you need, or trust that if it doesn't resonate, that's just not your reading. I'm not going to put too much energy into proving anything. I try to remain in a high vibration and very honest with integrity and morale. So that's that. That's how we'll do things from now on. And fire signs, you guys are the first to experience this. So feel free to comment below and let me know what you think. But that's just how it's going to be from now on. I think it's better on the time. Also, onto the channel message. So while I was shuffling, Leo, I feel that there's a major decision that you have to make in regards of your relationship. I just feel that, you're at a crossroad of trying to figure out, do you sacrifice for the sake of the relationship, or do you do what will truly make you happy in a selfish, quote unquote, vibe? If one can even consider that to be selfish, like, you got to make yourself happy. As long as you're not like stepping on people to do it, then whatever. And it's funny I say that because in the message, I feel that that's what you feel, is going to be portrayed, that it's going to make your partner feel defeated. And you don't want to do that. But at the same time, you don't want to sacrifice your own happiness. So the channel message was, as any other channel message, just, some information, not really knowing exactly where it goes, what it's pertaining to. That is definitely where you come in with your own knowledge of your situation. But I found very funny with the reading as the cards were coming out. I'll guide you through each position as we go. 6-card spread, that it touched on the channel message here and there. And here and there were specifically where I was asking about you. So Leo, whether you're the cross watcher or the watcher, whatever, Leo is coming through very strong as the person who possibly has the ball in their court. So let's get into your reading, and I'll guide you guys as I go along. But I will definitely shuffle the clarifiers because I'm still going to clarify, and that's definitely going to be shuffled. I did shuffle off camera. I'll do a few more on camera for the sake of your peace of mind. So the first position here is the heart of the matter. So the heart of the matter is going to be, see? I had 2 cards that fell, and I'm in a very high chair. That's why it's like so to have to pick up cards. But anyway, So the heart of the matter is going to be the core of the issue. What's the foundation of the relationship right now? What's driving the relationship at this time? And I have 5 of Swords in this position. So this definitely talks about exactly the feeling that I was getting, where someone here has the upper hand or the ball is in their court and the other is feeling defeated. Here, let me turn this down some because it has a glare. And the other is feeling defeated. And, oh, Leo, this is a new deck, Vice Versa Tarot, where each side has a different interpretation. And I love this deck. So, by in this position, I mean in this position of the heart of the matter and also this side of the card. So the 5 of Swords in this position actually has a energy of the both of you wondering if it was worth the fight, because you clearly here have had some type of verbal disagreement or argument, and this one person here is feeling 100% defeated. They got their butt kicked. They ran out of facts. Let's say that. They ran out of a bunch of facts. We're trying to come with a bunch of hypotheticals and it wasn't working. And I feel that the person standing here is standing with their truth, and they are also, if I'm not mistaken, okay, they're holding 3 swords. So the 3 swords definitely symbolize some mental energy around heartbreak. And then we have the 2 swords here on the ground, which definitely symbolize that decision that I was speaking about, that crossroad. So this can be taken one or two ways. The person standing here is the one who is either dealing with or dishing out the heartbreak, and it could be both. And they're the ones who has to make the decision. Or this person here dropped their swords and just kind of forfeited the power that they held in the relationship, possibly due to losing an ego battle. So I can break this down so many different ways. It's just a bunch of negative energy that's at the heart of the matter right now. What the foundation of the relationship is right now and what's driving the relationship right now is a bunch of pettiness. And I feel that the both of you are currently wondering, was it worth it? That's what I'm feeling like. Was it even worth it? And I feel that it's coming from 2 different places. Like, I shouldn't have taken us to the point to where we are here and having to literally wonder if we want to be together or not. And then I feel that the other person who I think that, I feel strongly that it's you, Leo, you're feeling like, was it even worth me even being in this relationship ever? Like, is it even worth the fight kind of energy? So let's clarify that. 5 of Swords energy, heart of the matter between Leo and their partner. Remember that the heart of the matter is definitely a shared energy. OMG, these cards. So what fell on the floor is the Ace of Cups. So this talks about a renewal of love, creativity, overflowing of emotions. The lotus flower here definitely symbolizes growth, new growth. And then we have the 2 white doves, which talks about purity, the spirit realm, communication from the spirits. So I feel that you could definitely be dealing with the water sign, Leo, or you could be dealing with someone who is connected to source in a way to where they could be receiving messages. This Ace of Cups also talks about self-love above all. So let's see what else we get here. The 10 of Cups as well. So, Justice. So that's that decision that I was talking about here. This also can speak about karma. This is a major arcana. This is energy that cannot be avoided. So there's some type of balance that's going to come to this relationship, or has already come to the relationship, which is why we have someone here feeling defeated and someone here who is feeling like they just got a W. So, So this can go a couple ways as well. This could be that there's a new relationship that could be approaching you. I don't feel that, because this is in the position of what is in the current foundation of this relationship. I feel that you found yourself feeling emotionally abundant due to whatever justice served out, whatever was balanced out here, whatever truth was spoken. This, like I said, this is a major arcana, so this is going to be major energy. You're going to see changes with any major arcana. You're going to see tangible changes of that. And I feel that you are definitely reaping the benefits here, or your partner is. This is some shared energy. You two may be better off apart. We'll just have to see as the reading go on. So I do want to let you know, I'll say that when we get to that part. So how your partner is secretly feeling here, we have the King of Cups. So this is about, and he's facing you, whereas in this position his back is towards you, internalized. So your partner right now is very he's looking very external to himself. This could be good and bad, but what I'm feeling with this is that your partner is seeking love at this time. He's seeking some type of attention, some type of validation, emotional validation. I feel that your partner could be drinking a little or a lot or whatever, but they're seeking some type of renewal in their emotional state. Like they're wanting they want that vibe again. They want to feel a spark again. I feel that your partner has a lot of love right now for you, but they may not, or there is no may not. They are not expressing it or showing it to you. They could be just wanting to be around you, but not really saying much or not communicating very well. Yeah, they're feeling stuck here with the Eight of Swords. So that's why they're not communicating much, because they're stuck in their heads about how they're feeling. Why are they feeling stuck about being in love? What is it that's driving this energy? Five of Cups, or is this Four of Cups? Four of Cups. So this talks about boredom, the mundane day-to-day responsibilities. This talks about a missed opportunity. I feel more missed opportunity. They may have definitely missed out on an opportunity with you, or they feel that they have, and they don't know how to approach you now, and so they're just kind of stuck in their mental. Although this is a king, this can be a woman or a man. This is just an energy. Whereas the Queen of Cups is more expressive of her emotions. The King of Cups feels those emotions, but he has a certain intelligence over them to not allow them to assist him in the decision making. But my experience has taught me that male Cancers in specific get in this Eight of Swords energy a lot. They'll just get stuck in their heads because society says that men should not be open with their emotions, which will put them in this Four of Cups energy of missing a whole opportunity because they can speak up. So you could be, like I said, definitely dealing with a water sign. I don't really like speaking signs unless I feel guided to, but you could be definitely dealing with a water sign or a Libra. All right, so The third position is how you are secretly feeling. So this is another yet confirmation of if this is your reading or not, because you should know how you feel. And if you are not 100% sure about how you feel, this should kind of raise an eyebrow at some extent to like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I do kind of feel that way. So how you are currently feeling, Leo, is the Sun card in this position. So the Sun card can definitely represent Leo in some instances. So that's also a good indication that you are on the right path. You are where you should be within this relationship at this time. Things that are going on, it's about the synchronicity of it. So it's showing up in your position of how you're secretly feeling, and this card symbolizes the zodiac sign of Leo. So coming up in this position, it means that whatever reservations you are having about this relationship, there's a strong indication that you are correct. And what this card is saying is that you should prepare. You should be prepared. You want to have this energy, or you have this energy of, I'm hoping for the best, but I'm prepared for the worst. That's what this card is saying. Because either way, you know that the sun is always going to come out and shine again. It won't be whatever this is, either dawn or dusk forever. But at this time, you may not have as much clarity as you were hoping for. And so you're just kind of prepared. This is saying that you're prepared, or you should get prepared, but still stay hopeful for that happiness with this person, but be prepared for whatever may happen. Sorry about that. Whatever may happen that is not what you planned for. So let's clarify that, Leo. And we have here the World. So this talks about a cycle being completed, or talks about some closure needed, some either the cycle is complete or the cycle is not complete, is what this energy is. So I feel that, let me see, I feel that with you want some dynamic in this relationship to change. You want some type of dynamic of this relationship to evolve. Two of Wands. And look how she has the World in her hand. So there's a lot of similarity here with this. And this is all about planning for an expansion, planning to move into a different direction here. Seeing what your options are, writing down those notes, being prepared. See? Full circle. Being prepared to take action here or to take action there. But look at how she already has her hand on one wand. So this is as prepared as you can be, because it's like on your mark, get set, ready, go kind of energy here. And then with the world card here, which is a major arcana, which is energy that cannot be avoided, I feel that you are strongly desiring change. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, or Aries. I feel Aries. Okay. Alrighty. And then we have the Hangman here at the bottom of the deck. I don't know why I'm looking at that, but I did, which talks about, sitting still, being patient, seeing how things play out. And that's really what I'm feeling here with this Sun card. Like, I'm going to just chill here and see how stuff play out. But I'm going to set myself up to where either way that this go, whichever decision I make, whichever path I take, I'm going to be fine. All right. So what you don't know, this is in the position of what Leo does not know. This is the Temperance card in this position. And what this card talks about is that right now is not the time to do, how can I put this? Right now is not the time to be the bigger person or to make any type of sacrifices, especially of yourself. As you can see here, this is like this little, what the heck is this called? It's at the tip of my tongue. It starts with a T. Whatever it is. This is something that the hangman would hang from. In another card, you can see that. And so what this talks about is, oh, look, the hangman was just here. Although this is a different deck, it's a different illustration, it is still the same card. So that's funny that that came up. You have a lot of synchronicities in this reading, Leo. So this in this deck is the thing that the hangman was hanging from. I want to find that card because see, that's not. I need you to feel me on this. I need you to feel me. Where is that card in this deck? Okay. So see this thing here? That's the same thing that's in this picture here. So typically, you know, the hangman is hanging on there. Whatever. That's that. That's all I wanted to show you. So, and that's a card of sacrificing, a card of just hanging back to see how things play out. And no soon as I said that, you know, this was at the bottom of the deck, to me now I feel that it's saying leading into this, pay attention to this hangman imagery here. Although the man is not there, to me that speaks volumes because this card in this position talks about you not hanging around to see what happens. You not being the bigger person to see how this plays out. You not putting in the effort or the sacrifice here. Don't believe me? I'll read it from the book. It's a temperance card, right? Yep. So, hold on 1 second. I've studied this book because I love this deck. Okay. So see, we have here. From this viewpoint, you are looking toward the hangman's gallows. That's what it is. Aha. The angel stands between you and the gallows, red wings spread wide. The eagle, the lion, and the angel all seem to be preventing you, or at least cautioning you, from undertaking an act of sacrifice. This is not the time to surrender your ego to a higher cause. Never thought you'd hear something like that, right? People are always saying, hey, be the bigger person. It's a time and a place for everything. You got to know when to say when. What my grandma used to say, when you have your head in the lion's mouth, you got to ease it out. Or you just won't have a head. So it's funny because it says that basically the way that you're viewing this card, you would have to get through the angel, the lion, and the eagle to get to this sacrifice that you're trying to make. So it goes back to this question of, is it worth it? Is it worth the fight? So let's clarify that. I feel, this is in the position of what you don't know. And I feel that, you may not be aware of that. The Five of Cups. So that talks about past hurt, focusing on what woulda, shoulda, coulda happened, and not focusing on the positive side of things or the possibilities that you have moving forward. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel that considering that you're focused so much on the past and what happened there, is going to be the sacrifice, is going to lead you to making that sacrifice. I feel that focusing on work right now, focusing on your investments right now is the best thing to do. What I like to point out about the Eight of Pentacles, or, I study tarot. I try to always get better at what I'm doing. I'm not going to say very new to this, but I'm new to it, considering some people have been doing it for like 20, 30 years. No. The number 7, although this is the Eight of Pentacles, as you can see here, there are 7 pentacles that are complete, and she's working still actively on the 8th pentacle. So there are 7 complete pentacles. The number 7 is a very isolated number. The energy is very isolated. It's just you and spirit. It's a very spiritual number, but it's a very individual number as well. Every 7 is like just you. Think about the 7 of Swords. When you're doing some lying, cheating, and stealing and sneaking around and stuff, typically only you know about it. You and who else? God, right? You don't want to like spread to the whole world, hey, I'm over here doing X, Y, Z. Especially if you care anything about how you are perceived. It's more of independent energy. The 7 of Pentacles is an independent energy. It's the imagery of the person looking at what they've invested. It's self-analyzing. It's with the self, just you and your higher self, you and God, you and whatever faith deity that you believe in. So considering that the 7 pentacles that are already in this card are complete, and she's actively working on the 8th pentacle, which talks about the beginning of cycles, or the end, just cycles, because cycles always have a beginning and an end. I feel that independently you work well, you see your fruits, you see the fruits of your labor, I was trying to say. You see the benefit of working alone. You know that independently you can produce returns on your investments. Starting to work on this 8th pentacle to me is definitely another confirmation of this World card, of you looking to start a new cycle, you looking to balance things out, because 7 is also a number of imbalance. If you have 2 people and you're trying to split 7 candies, somebody ain't gonna get the same, everyone isn't gonna get the same amount. So, yeah, where was I going with that? Oh, 8 is the number of new cycles, and the World card is also the same. So that's how you're feeling here. And what you don't know here is saying that this is not a time to sacrifice. This is a time to focus on yourself. Do what makes you happy, which is full circle to the channel message that I was getting at the beginning of while I was shuffling. So you can choose here to focus on the past, or just admit that you need to work through those emotions. Put your head down and see what it is that you need to do to incorporate into this new cycle to where things can be balanced. Okay, that was a lot. All right, so what you should do about this situation, here is your real full circle. I know you've had a lot, because you've had a lot of synchronicities in this reading. Also, before I get into this, I will say that while I was shuffling, these 3 cards also came out as well, and I will go into those in just a minute, because I felt that that was a separate energy. I just felt that that was separate. I only wanted to take 1 card, maybe even 2, but definitely not 5, but I just felt guided to leave it out. So we'll get into that in just a minute. But for what you should do is the World card and the 4 of Swords. So we already have the World card and how you're secretly feeling. So here's the universe confirming, yes, do what you feel. Do exactly what it is that you feel. The World card in this position talks about cycles, talks about ending of cycles, a time to celebrate. Looking back at yourself, looking back at your life, and being able to pat yourself on the back like, girl, you did a good job. Man, you did a good job. Like, going out and celebrating with the boys, going out and celebrating with your girls. Like, this is a time where you can actually say, hey, I've accomplished something. Paired with the Four of Swords here, this is so much of a confirmation to me to this World card and how they came out together, because the Four of Swords in this position talks about don't exert any more of your energy in putting out fires. Do not exert any more of your energy putting out fires. And it's funny because you are a fire sign, okay? And this is a air energy card. But as you can see, there's like a major like fire going on back there. So I feel that you're definitely going through a battle of, I won't say like identity crisis by far, but in this relationship, in this situation, you're really trying to figure out what energy do you want to pull from. Your second nature energy of this fire energy, go get them, take action. Or do you want to sit and actually think about the things that you do before you do them, or think about your decisions before you act on them? 4 is a very stable number. It's a very comfortable number. It's also a independent number as well. It's an energy that you can be in with someone, or you can be in it alone. Still very comfortable. It's not an uncomfortable number like the 5. 5 is about change. Change is good. Nonetheless, it can be very uncomfortable. So the swords is mental. So mentally, you are just trying to find peace. You could be doing a lot of praying right now. You could be starting some new daily routines, whether it's, self-care, self-love, meditation, working out, eating different. There's something new that you're doing here in this new cycle that you are embarking on, or what it's advising you to do, the guidance that it's giving. And it's making you feel very celebratory and making you want to stay at peace. Like anything that would go on around you, you're like, look, somebody else can put that fire out. I don't have time. I'm over here at peace with self. I don't have time for it. So like I was saying, these other 3 cards came out as well in the energy of what you should do about this relationship. And we have the Ace of Cups in this position, which talks about being open to love, allowing love in. And you see how this bird here, which symbolizes messages coming in, there could be someone trying to approach you in a very loving way. And this card is saying that you should be open to love. Simple, just that simple. 7 of Wands in this position talks about learning from your victories and from your failures. Being humble enough to know that you are just like everyone else. You all are fighting the same battle, just, at different times and different stages of your life. It's about being grateful. It's about humility. It's about having compassion for even people that you may have defeated and people that make